Welcome, Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, and the rest of the world. I'd like to officially welcome you to another Mikey Life program. People, this is where it all happens. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. You know what I mean? All the way from Trinidad, Tobago, the United States, Canada, all over the world. The people who are viewing the program right now, you want to say, I ain't feeling too confident tonight. Now, find me, I get small or something. I find me Georgie looking kind of straight. You know, I ain't feeling too confident tonight. Like, I gotta change that jersey way. Yeah, fine. I'll let her find Georgie looking kind of. Anyway, leave that talk, yeah, Papa? I ain't coming for that. So, folks, we have a lot of things to tell you about, boy. There's never a dull moment in the country. You know what I mean? Food Boss is still breaking the internet for yet. Listen, just now we gotta start to give away awards for whatever is breaking the internet for the longest. You know what I mean? So we're gonna talk about that. All right? Then Donald Trump being impeached for a second time, that's like unprecedented. We're going to talk about that. Still, boy, this lady from Carriacou, she is still missing. And we have to keep putting the word out there. Immigration initiates some office at Sauteurs police station. We'll talk about that just now. Yeah, I mean, family loses a house at Grenville, Vale, boy. They're in Bush area now. We're going to talk about that. My partner and my dog, you know. Fake Facebook page in the name of the Prime Minister is in circulation right now. An alleged abduction and a rape of a teenager here in Grenada. Ray Roberts says that the government has created a monster. We'll talk about that and more when we return from our first break. We want to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. Also, the Real Value IGA Supermarket, Housing Authority of Grenada, as well as Licks Detergents. That's Licks Laundry Detergent, Coats, Grenada Limited, Digicel, and Nawasa. Folks, when we come back, it will be real news in all the little. So brace all the thing go nice as usual. The thing go nice again, thing go. Anyway, so we're coming back, all right? For those of you who have not yet shared the program, we want to encourage you to share the business. Please go ahead and share the business. All right? When you share, that's how other people get to know that we are live.
Hey, man. Well, man, that's you make that trip. Why doing all this more?
Things tight since COVID, you know. And Christmas coming, the toys to build, my house and my car to repair. The wife go and chill with and what you want me to do?
I'm expect to do all that with more.
Well, what you want me to do?
Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giving away. And the interest rate low.
And listen to me, I try them orders and them never look good. Who they want them on?
Well, watch. Like you have more than your ears. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you.
You know what? I'll get them a little try.
Listen. Where you going on this mud? Don't need it. Leave the mud, man. When you go down there, the rate's low. Low.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Feel good facts.
Avoid the most common causes of spreading the flu. Cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue, dispose of it straight away, and either wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Showtime shop at Quartz. We got all the things you want.
It's showtime at Quartz. Shop today and save up to 30% off on selected Whirlpool cooker. Plus get a chance to win amazing weekly prizes with purchases of $299 and over. So don't delay. Get what you need now and pay absolutely nothing until 2021.
Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
If your whites aren't looking whiter and brighter,
Just give them licks.
if your clothes isn't feeling soft and smelling fresh and scented all day,
Give them licks.
if your dishwashing liquid doesn't smell like lemon, protects your hands with vitamin E, and gets rid of that stubborn grease,
Just give them licks.
just now. So that old smell, stain, grease mark, and dust still on your floor,
Power. Licks for them.
if your toilet still has those stains and dirt marks,
Licks.
so the color's fading and the stains still in your clothes, huh?
Licks. Licks. Licks.
Your product's giving you licks?
Then choose Licks from Walker Enterprises. Also available at all leading supermarkets.
All right, family members. So welcome back to another. Yeah, man. No, your wife feeling better. Are you fine? Yeah. I mean, I feel like the other one was just a little too stretch for me. You know, he's showing up the muscles. I beat it. Yeah. Anyway, let me leave that dog there. You know, sometimes people judge you by your stature. When you're small and thing and they feel like you're small and they big over you, they can handle you. But let me tell you something. The day you see I fall in a situation, I'm sorry for whoever trouble me. You know what I mean? Because under that skinny some real muscles. Me, I joke in and around me, papa. Anyway, there we go. Yesterday we were telling you for the past 2 days about an 84-year-old who's been missing, and word on the ground is that search intensified, but of course yielded no positive result for 84-year-old Madeline Ray of Mount Royal in the Sister Isle, Carriacou. She's been missing for about 3 days now. Now, they are saying that they are leaving no stones unturned. They even did house-to-house checks to see if anybody would have seen her and so on, and yet there is no result. Despite this, the family remains hopeful that she may still be alive. We are moving on. The next thing that we have to tell you about why the Caribbean community, CARICOM, says it's deeply disappointed and concerned at the decree and the subsequent statements by Venezuela with respect to the country's border controversy with Guyana. Among the concerns in Venezuela's intimation of the creation of a strategic area of national development called Territory for Development for the Atlantic Facade, the issue was tackled by regional leaders yesterday at the 13th Special Emergency Meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community. Now, the 5-member Grenadian delegation at the meeting was headed by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, and it included Foreign Affairs Minister, that's Oliver Joseph, Permanent Secretary, Roxy McLeish Hutchinson, maybe my family boy, and Grenada's ambassador to CARICOM, Ali Gill, and Grenada's ambassador to the OECS, that is Katisha Williams. Now, the meeting also voiced full support of the judicial process underway at the International Court of Justice, intended to bring a peaceful and definitive end to the long-standing controversy between the two countries, Venezuela and Guyana. Now, the CARICOM statement also reiterated the region's firm and unswerving support for the maintenance and preservation of the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Guyana. CARICOM firmly okay, hold on here. Sorry. So, yeah, my screen is just jumping everywhere. Okay, hold on, let me restart this. Right, so the issue is a long-standing one, and CARICOM says that they will allow for the judicial process to go through as it should, all right? My thing is jumping. I don't want to blame small man, but all you know. Anyway, we're moving on. The Royal Grenada Police Force advises the general public that, and it's jumping again, commencing Tuesday, 12th January 2021, an Immigration Department sub-office will be opened and facilitated by the acceptance of passport and applications, and it will facilitate, that kind of thing happening there. Therefore, members of the public in St. Patrick and its immediate environs of St. Andrew and St. Mark, you're encouraged to utilize this facility to ease with the process involved with passport applications, etc. Now, the Royal Grenada Police Force anticipates your usual support and cooperation for this new venture. Now, persons prior to this had to travel all the way to St. George's, to get, little applications done and so on. And sometimes it just take a few minutes to do these things. And so they thought it necessary to, open up an office on that side of the island, so to balance things off a bit. I didn't see nothing wrong with that, So that's a really brilliant idea, if you ask me. Although the Alexander family has lost their home to fire yesterday. This is the third fire for the year. You understand? No one was at home at the time. They say sometime around 7 p.m. yesterday, the call was received about the house on fire. And the emergency services responded promptly, they say. When they got there, they noticed that the fire was, well advanced. And so did all they can to extinguish that fire. However, they were not able to save anything. I think the only thing that was saved was a washing machine or something. So, the family says that they are prepared to build back bigger and better. Mr. Alexander, as you may know him, is a teacher at the Grenada Boys Secondary School, and is also a former teacher and student of the Happy Hill Secondary School. At a time like this, losing a home, losing a house is not easy at all. And that's the reality that they have to deal with right now. Mr. Alexander, I feel you, bro. I feel it. You know what I mean? I have to say that I feel it, you know? Anyway, we are moving on. There has been a fake profile set up in the name of Grenada's Prime Minister. And so they are advising persons with no, hold on each day. How all the toasty so tonight? They are advising persons to please be on the lookout for this particular Facebook page. Keith Claudius Mitchell is, this profile does not, they say, belong to the Prime Minister. He says in a message, he says, my friends, please be aware that a fake Facebook profile using my image has been created in my name. Further, this page was used to stream live a few hours ago, featuring a speech I delivered in 2020. Additionally, viewers were asked to correctly guess a number to be eligible to win money. This is obviously a scam, and I urge everyone to be aware and do not fall victim to scammers. This fake profile has since been reported, but while we await for the actions to be taken, I encourage you to make your friends aware so that they are not duped. My friends, I assure you that there is only one official Facebook page in my name. The authenticity of the page is verified by the blue tick which appears after my name. Stay safe, my friends, and be cautious. All right, so that's...
If your whites aren't looking whiter and bright,
I want to know how I look toasty so tonight. Yeah, and anyway. Okay, so that's it right there. So you guys will have to look out for the page. And by the way, Dr. Mitchell, I gotta give some social media one-on-one. You know, yeah, here I go on. You could just, you know, just talk, kind of thing, you know. You could just say, yo, somebody fake, you know, yo, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? People go kicks, but they'll get a message. Just say, yo, fellas, you know what I mean? You know, so I see somebody trying to be me. Watch it. With them young fellas are better than them in a lot of things. You know, something like that. Janu. Although I go, people asking me why I asked the Prime Minister to elaborate on his statement. You can't have the Prime Minister making loose statements like that, especially, you know, when it falls down your alley. You know, the man was talking a lot of things about young people. About there are some young fellas. So, you know, since that happening in the public, you gotta make the Prime Minister know. You can't be saying, okay, and then explain really what you're talking about, because I was serious. I don't laugh, you know. If you see me laughing, yeah, I laugh after the fact, but I'm serious. You know what I mean? I want the Prime Minister to explain when he say he could do some things better than some young people, what it is, just to make sure that we're on the same page. You know what I mean? But anyway, let that talk. He wasn't ready. So, speaking of scam, let me take out the Prime Minister on my page. Thank you. Speaking of scam and scammers, the food boss is breaking the internet for a second. I'm not even making it up. For a second time. So I'll tell you what has happened. So, the food boss has made some pronouncements in the past about them being closed for the weekend so that they would evaluate their operations. So people who paid for food couldn't get food because they say that they were closed for the weekend to evaluate some operations and blah, 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 because some people who were supposed to get food didn't get food and yada, 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 yada. Then, so the weekend came, then a couple days into this week, and then now the whole thing broke that the food boss whole operations might be a scam. Yesterday, right? The food boss decided now, this morning, they were going to send out more messages or an additional message relating to their operations, their customers. Many of you have been loyal to us from the first week in December 2020 since we started. While many of you had been coming on board day after day and week after week, some of you have signed up for our meal plans as recent as last week and even within the past 2 weeks. While it is true that for the past week, we've been experiencing some difficulties in relation to deliveries, whereby A few persons have been either receiving their meals too late and in some cases not receiving their order due to human errors in preparing the delivery list. It's also true and supposed to be known fact that over 100 and more Grenadians have been receiving their orders from Food Boss catering services over the past week's daily rate and have expressed deep satisfaction. More than 98%, hey, telling me, specificity. More than 98% of our customers can testify that they have benefited from the service provided and have gotten much more than their money's worth of food thus far. Of this, we have evidence and it can be proven at any point. To those few persons who have not received their orders, our intention is to not scam you. It's due to simple human errors that were made on the delivery list for the past week or so. There have been rumors being spread by a few angry customers about the business being a scam, and that's totally false. 100%. More specificity in all of Lily Lolo. We're moving on. There we go. Our customers consist of police officers, doctors and nurses and teachers and students and elderly folks and bankers, insurance brokers, lawyers, regular citizens, and unfortunately also consists of a few ungrateful humans. Oh God, hold on, we're going again. Hold on, take all the time with me, man. All the rushing me, take all the time. We are rich, ungrateful humans. Right, good. At least this screening jumping, we're good to go. Let me go. The service we are providing is not an illegal service. We are registered with the registrar's office and our intention is to help our fellow Grenadians to save money on food costs. Some may see our food plans and automatically think that it's ridiculous and unrealistic and call it a scam simply because they are not thinking deep enough. There are business models and strategies that one can use whereby losses are incurred one way, but profits are made back in a different way. And once one can figure it out, then the business remains afloat. And we've figured it out. And that's how we're able to make you these amazing offers. We really mean no harm. And disappointing you is the last thing we wish to even think about. To those who have been disappointed, we apologize and hope that we can be given the chance to prove that we can deliver exactly what we've agreed to deliver. We will be taking the day off today. We'll be taking the day off today to meet with professionals who would assist to fix the problem we are having with the deliveries so that moving forward, every single customer can have their orders delivered safely and in a reasonable time. We need to make this step in order to avoid you being disappointed in the future. Once again, we would be closed today for the purpose of upgrading our delivery system. This is where our major problem lies. We apologize for any disappointments and vow to make the needed adjustments quickly so that we can be back on track bigger and better in no time. To those requesting refunds, you will be contacted to discuss it. To those who wish to remain loyal through our trials, may God bless you and your household tremendously. By the grace of God, with a capital G, hello, this service will survive and will be established. Thank you. Sent at 4:56 a.m. Food Boss lose sleep over all the post Grenadians' bad mind. The Food Boss lose sleep over all you. You understand? You see, thing for all to cry, all they laughing. Every time all see a business, every time all see a black man try to come up with some kind of initiative, all they run it down. Typical black people. Anyway, so I'd like to ask the Food Boss a question. So Food Boss, let's say I live in Sauteurs and I call you at 8 a.m. to say I need a lunch at 11. Or let's say I need a lunch at 12. On your way to Sauteurs, at 11, somebody tells you that they need lunch, but they're in Mount Craven, wherever. What's going to happen? So the person, they're going to deliver that lunch that they pay $10 for, or less. You're going to deliver that lunch, the first lunch in Sauteurs, then you're going to go back to St. George's and get the lunch for the person in Mount Craven. And then while on your way to Mount Craven, somebody's going to call you in Grenville. And so you're going to, unless you have about 40, 50, 60, 70, maybe 100 vehicles on the road, I don't know how you're doing it. But as you say, you may be flying a drone because it's a business model that is going to work, right? There's no way, Mr. Food Boss, if you're looking for an advice, there's no way you can deliver breakfast and lunch nationwide at a cost that you are offering and survive. Not in Grenada, not anywhere. It just doesn't make any logical sense. And that is why, maybe if there are, as you said, good intentions for the survival of the business or for the service that you're offering, take an advice from somebody who don't know better. Me. Because I've never tried it. The reason why I never tried it, and no one else has tried it, in fact, is because it cannot work. It will not work. So there's no problem with your delivery list. There's no problem with this. There's no problem. The problem is the idea. It is not feasible if there were good intentions for the business. However, there are also evidence pointing to other failed initiatives that carries the same pattern of things that looks too good to be true and ending in failure. For example, the link has been made with this initiative to another initiative, which is a bus driving thing, bus ride thing where you pay one fee and then you get to ride for free. Another very, very ambitious initiative that failed even before it started. Then we go back to December, where there was a raffle that was supposed to be done. How much $1,000? And I think it was 25. I buy a ticket too. You know, I'll be there. Me and I'll stupid. You know, I'll be there. Anyway, right? That raffle collected a lot of money, but was never drawn. It was said that it was going to happen at quarantine. Not quarantine. Take that back. The park. Come on, park. It never happened. Who was the face of this? However, the link is the contact details of all these very ambitious initiatives is the same contact information. So when this message spoke about business model, maybe that's what it was talking about. You take from here, then you move it there, then you move it from there to there to there. But the one common thing is to get the money quick. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. Somebody can help me out with that one. I would like to talk to the food boss because I want to give you between me and you, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, Everybody's business initiatives deserves a try. But I just say, they say if it walk like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it smells like a duck, it can't be a pig. Anyway, so food boss, if you need a little help and thing, just give me a link and then we'll see how we could sort out, you know what I mean? Because I would like to believe you. Yeah, I would like to believe you. Yeah, son? When we put in all joke aside. All here. We are moving on. Think for to cry, laugh, Yeah, all here. All here. So, police has confirmed, being in receipt of a report, that a teenager was, quote unquote, abducted I think in the St. Patrick Parish, and was raped. So there's not much that I can tell you about it, only that the police is in receipt of such a complaint, the details of which they are still gathering. You understand? So don't ask me to tell you more. That's all I can offer you for now. Now I will follow up with the police in another 2 days or so to find out what headways they make in relations to that complaint. And I mean, but yeah, boy, telling me, Papa, you they texting me, Papa. Anyway, let me not talk though. There we go. Next thing we have to tell you about now. Ray Roberts, who has been on the NDC ticket for a while, candidate for the south of the island, says that the government should do the right thing and, pay public workers the 4% salary increase it owes them instead of asking for a deferral. You know what he said? The government created a monster. That's what he said. He said that the government has created a monster when it decided to spend $63 million on the repurchase of the Grenville shares.
Terry, it is actually difficult to see how the government at this stage could be asking the unions to forego the 4% that was negotiated and agreed upon in light of the government being able to find 63 million US, the number again, 63 million US, as compared to a couple million to pay teachers and public officers and police a 4% increase. I could understand the government saying that the COVID has impacted its ability to collect revenue, and that is visible. But in the light of that 63 million, it begs the question, if you can find $63 million, it is kind of almost virtually impossible for the same workers, and many of them scrunting workers, who are looking forward to that 4% increase. And keep in mind, just over 2 years ago, the same government made a deduction from the workers' pay after they protested for their constitutional documented pension to be reinstated. In fact, the government had agreed to reintroduce that constitutional pension. Just a week or so before the elections of 2018, the Prime Minister engaged the workers, the unions, and made that pronouncement. So in the light of all of that, I think the best way out, although I can appreciate the fact that the government is saying it is challenged, it has to recognize that it has created a monster that it really cannot just tame like that. So I would really believe the government should do its utmost to find that 4% and pay the workers that salary increase. It will be difficult, but I think what is necessary at this stage for the government is to show good faith and hopefully from here on build a good working relations.
Now, what he's saying as well is that the unions have been working with the government over the years, but it is the government, time and time again, he says that...
Terry, you can't be treating...
Okay, oh God, hold on, Ray, oh God. But it is government who keeps going back on its word.
People in a manner of complete disregard. 2 years ago, your enablers have encouraged it. And now when it's most convenient for your government, you are looking to the same people that you discarded 2 years ago. In fact, you created laughter and disrespect. And now you're telling the same people the state is in crisis, so you have to forego this increase that you agreed to and make sacrifices. We have to keep in mind the same unions joined government in 2013. So there is not an unwillingness on the part of workers. The unions over the years have demonstrated a tendency to work with government, and they have worked with this government repeatedly. This was the government that removed personal income tax against the good advice of even the same trade union, and then reintroduced it, and the workers went along with the government. So you're talking about a group of people, a group of unions that have over the years cooperated and respected government. It is the government that has been totally downright disrespectful to the workers. That's why we are at this crisis, where you're asking them to forego income, and you are at the same time buying a company worth 63 million US that you didn't have to force yourself to purchase at this time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ray Roberts. We are running out of time, but before we run, we got to tell you that the U.S. is to require negative virus tests from international air passengers in a couple of days. We'll talk probably to you more about that in tomorrow's program, but we have posted something on that on our website. All right, so you'll be able to track that down there. But we need to take a break right now. Also, a mandatory pre-departure COVID test required for arrivals into England. So probably we will on tomorrow's program tell you more about that. But for now, we really need to take a break. We'll be back shortly.
Hey man. Well man, that's you making us that trip. Why doing all this more?
Things tight since COVID, you know. And Christmas coming, the toys to build, my house and my car to repair, the wife go on chill with and what you want me to do?
I'm expected to do all that with more.
But what you want me to do?
Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giving away, and the interest rate low.
And listen to me, I try them orders and them people look good. Who they want them on?
Well, watch, like you have more than your ass. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you.
You know what? I'll get them a little try.
Listen, where you going all this money? You don't need it. Leave the money, man. When you go down there, the rate's low. Low.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, they easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Feel good facts. Avoid the most common causes of spreading the flu. Cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue, dispose of it straight away, and either wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Showtime shop at Quartz. We got all the things you want.
It's showtime at Quartz. Shop today and save up to 30% off on selected Whirlpool cooker. Plus, get a chance to win amazing weekly prizes with purchases of $299 and over. So don't delay. Get what you need now and pay absolutely nothing until 2021.
Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. And what we have for you next is the National Report.
Government through the Ministry of Education to assist family who lost their house to a fire on Tuesday. We'll have the details to this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the details to the news for Wednesday, January 13th, 2021, I am Sherry-Ann Noel. A family of 4 is trying to pick up the pieces after their home in Busheshu Gardens was destroyed by fire on Tuesday night. When GIS visited the family on Wednesday, members of the RGPF's fire department were conducting investigations. Despite having received a call of the devastating news while on their way home, homeowner Martin Alexander managed to maintain a positive outlook.
We got a second call from another neighbor telling us that the house is on fire, and by the time we came they already called the fire brigade. Nothing could have been done to save the house or anything like that. So, the fire truck came, they did the best they could, but the house was already engulfed in flames.
Alexander, who is a teacher at the Grenada Boys Secondary School and father of 2 school-aged children, says friends and family are providing accommodation and support at this time. However, his main focus is ensuring his children are organized for school.
Right now, the focus now is on getting my kids' stuff, their school books, their uniform and so forth back. Afterwards, we'll look at concentrating on what's going on with the house. We are insured, of course. Our insurer was here last night. She assured us that they would come and evaluate and so forth. Everything inside here can be replaced. We're looking at rebounding and probably building back and building better. My son is 10 years, my daughter is 15. My son attends St. Mary's Junior School. He is in grade 5. My daughter attends high school. She's in Form 4.
Thank you. If someone would like to reach out to you to lend support, a number or so?
Anybody wanting to assist can call me at 534-9640, or you can call me on my job, which is GBSS.
Education Minister Honorable Emmeline Pear also reached out to the Alexander family on Wednesday and pledged government support through the Ministry of Education. She told the GIS via a telephone interview that she understands the situation that the Alexander family has been thrown into, but at the same time she's very thankful that no lives were lost.
I spoke to Mr. Alexander this morning, and I had to commend him on how positive he was, about the entire situation, meaning that it has not allowed him to go into the negative mode. And, and I really, really want to commend him that he's looking at the situation from a positive point of view. And that is how to build back better and to be of great support to his family. That being said, I did offer to him that the ministry would provide whatever support that is needed at this time to help him through this situation, and we would continue to be in communication with him and his family. And again, my heart goes out to him, and in any way, both personally and professionally, that I can help, I stand ready to do that.
Martin also expressed gratitude to all those who have reached out to his family in their time of difficulty. Moving ahead, Health Minister Honorable Nicholas Steele says public consultations will be held before a final decision is made on which COVID-19 vaccine Grenada will purchase. The COVID-19 vaccine has been a topic of interest and discussion of late, as concerns are being raised on whether or not the vaccine is healthy or safe. Minister Steele told members of the media on Tuesday that no decision has been made on the vaccine for Grenada or the region. He says more knowledge has to be shared with the public to allay fears and suspicion currently being spread on social media.
I know that there are many people who have a certain level of anxiety with respect to this particular vaccine, which would have been many other people. Most of them would not have had or don't have that level of anxiety or so for all of the other vaccines, polio vaccine, rubella vaccine, mumps vaccine, all of the others that are implemented as part of our national policy here in Grenada. Even individuals who annually would take the flu vaccine or who would take hepatitis vaccine, etc. So we recognize that, and we know that this discussion has to be had, and we have started having that discussion in small circles, but a public discussion has to be had.
He says Grenada now has the ability to store the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine, which is among 3 vaccines so far approved by the World Health Organization.
We do have now confirmed ability to store said vaccine here in Grenada, as opposed to last week. We are able to store that vaccine, should that be the vaccine that as a CARICOM or as an individual country or as OECS we decide to go with. We are also in communication with Moderna, which is another vaccine that has received approval in the US, and also with AstraZeneca, which is a vaccine that has received approval in the UK and other European countries with respect to Pfizer, Moderna, and AstraZeneca. Those are the only 3 at this point in time, because those are the only 3 that have either received approval from WHO or are well on the way in the process of, so that it is safe and prudent for us to have discussions with these manufacturers, so that if and when there is that WHO PAHO approval, we are ready there to pull the order out and have it shipped.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Protect yourself and our community from COVID-19. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 70% alcohol. Use a tissue when blowing your nose, sneezing, or coughing. Immediately discard the tissue properly and wash or sanitize your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Let's do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. To stay up to date, visit the Government of Grenada's webpage or the Ministry of Health's Facebook page. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health's hotline by calling 53-VIRUS. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. The new laboratory, which is part of the second phase of the General Hospital, will be open to the public from the middle of February. Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Hospital Services, Hannah Julian St. Paul, said staff and records from all the old lab will be transferred to the new facility. Prior to touring the facility on Wednesday, she told GIS the intention is to equip the lab for certification in accordance with the international health standards.
The second floor is catered for our new lab, and we are in the process of transiting from the old lab over into the new space, and we are looking at the middle of February for us to be moving over fully and for persons to be able to be accessing service at that new facility. At that new facility, you would, on your tour, you would see that we have all brand new equipment there. They are upgraded, top of the line, because right now we are going to be starting to look at certification for our lab, so that the equipment is in keeping with that.
Medical Director Dr. Taisha Donnell is happy that healthcare in 2021 is off to a positive start. She is optimistic that the equipment will enhance the delivery of healthcare and services to Grenadians. Dr. Donnell highlighted some of the equipment that will be used at the new facility, which includes nebulizers, portable X-ray units, new CT scanner, and carts.
The first thing we got was some new ICU beds. So we got some new ICU beds, like a total of 6 beds. We have procured new operating theater lights, because we've had, since the new building has been commissioned, it's been the same lights we've been using since. And now we're really happy that we've procured some new operating theater lights, which are already purchased. It's just awaiting arrival, and we're really happy about that. We did a lot of work with the ophthalmology unit. So this year, well, we're in 2021, so last year, the ophthalmology unit, they improved significantly in that they benefited quite a bit from some of the new equipment that was procured, including what we call A scans and B scans. They got new slit lamps, they got keratometers. So their department has upgraded, which means that they could now offer more services to their population. So with all the new equipment, it helps to improve services that we offer.
PS St. Paul gave the assurance that the equipment will be serviced regularly.
All of our equipment has come with a service contract. We have realized over the years that that was one of our weaknesses, that we was purchasing equipment and we had no routine servicing of them. So we have learned, and all of our equipment that we are purchasing going forward that needs to be serviced have a service contract, as well as we have our own biomedical team on compound that service our equipment from time to time, and if they can't, whatever they cannot do within their capacity or capability, we source expert help.
And finally, in the news, the Happy Hill Brisbane Pre-Primary School and the Paradise Pre-Primary School, constructed under the 9th Basic Need Trust Fund, is set to be handed over to the Ministry of Education in the coming week. The Paradise Pre-Primary School was constructed at a cost of 1.7 million EC dollars, and the Happy Hill Brisbane Pre-Primary School was constructed at a cost of 1.8 million EC dollars. GIS visited both locations on Wednesday and met workmen on the job sites cleaning and adding finishing touches to the structures. Via the telephone, Education Minister Honorable Emmeline Pear told the GIS that she is very pleased that the structures will be handed over soon and looks forward in particular to the merging of the Happy Hill and Brisbane pre-primary schools at a more conducive learning environment.
I highly commend all the persons involved for the level of maturity, for looking at the bigger picture and the kind of cooperation that they gave to the Ministry of Education that we have gotten thus far. We believe that in a new environment, new facilities, new resources, that students and teachers will be far better off, and we will continue to provide all the necessary support to this new school as we attempt to give every child an opportunity to succeed. And again, I have to say this, I am so impressed thus far with the level of cooperation support that we have received from all of those involved in this process.
With the merger of the two institutions, the Education Minister says the right procedures will be followed if there is need to have a principal, since at present the institutions are led by what is known as a teacher in charge based on student numbers.
The situation would be determined by the guidelines for installation of a principal, and once the school meets the condition for that, we are going to follow the necessary guidelines. But in the meantime, we have been working with those involved, and as I said before, I am just amazed and impressed with the level of understanding, the level of cooperation, the willingness to put the children first, as opposed to all of those other things, titles and positions and who is in charge and who is not in charge. But we will continue to look at the situation and do the best we can in that regard as to whether we have a principal or teacher in charge.
The Paradise Pre-Primary School, she says, is a project that has been on the books for many years. However, finances has always been an issue. To see the project come to completion is really a humbling feeling for all involved.
Moving to this new location, I believe will principal and head teacher and students and family members, everybody involved, would breathe a sigh of relief, particularly when we have bad weather. For those who do not know where that school is currently located, we can say on the river's bank in Paradise. And so this is very important for us in the Ministry of Education, a safer location where students can be accommodated and all involved can continue, with a peace of mind to continue to provide for the children of this community and other communities who would access this facility.
Contracts for both projects were awarded to Hanover Construction Company Limited, who are specialized in civil engineering, both infrastructural and building works. And with that story, come to the end of the National Report for Wednesday, January 13th, 2021. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry and Noel, thanking you for viewing.
All right, thank you very much, Sherry Ann, and the rest of the GIS crew. The weather for tonight, generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with few brief trade wind showers. Tonight's minimum 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough with 5 to 7 feet in open waters. And that's our weather report for tonight. And before we run off, we'd like to big up a few people. I see that we're out of time. Celine, Charmaine, Sherry Ann, Zaka, Cynthia, Kireen, Spice Girl, Atalia is with us as well. Yvonne, Angel, Vicky, hi Vicky, Charmaine, Della, Lintona, and my mom. So we have Rolanda, we already said Cynthia, we have Gemma, we have Joycelyn, we have Rolanda, Sherry, Eunice, Cat something, you go so fast. Oh, Candy K, Rayburn, who else is with us? Jennifer, and everyone else. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to having you with us tomorrow, God's willing. Osric is with us as well. Patsy is with us. Hi, Patsy. And Bonita. Hi, Bonita. All right, so take care of yourselves, guys, and we'll touch base again tomorrow, God's willing. Take care. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, ja, no. Take care of yourself and your family until we meet again.